Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Bratchman. You're watching us live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. Dave Roberts will be joining us here right after the break. And folks, we got a really good show for you tonight. Our sponsor guest tonight is Austin Hanna. He's the owner of Double Shot Sports Bar in New Braunfels and the new Breakwater Cantina at Canyon Lake. Folks, if you've not been out there, either one of them, I mean, you're really going to enjoy. You want a little outdoors, get to see the lake a little bit, smoke a cigar out on the deck, and eat some great food. Breakwater Cantina. You got to stick around for that. Of course, if you're in New Braunfels, everybody knows of Double Shot Sports Bar. If not, we're going to talk about it tonight. And then at the turn, we have David Davis. He's the director of the new Amateur Players Tour in Dallas Fort Worth, the Dallas Fort Worth chapter, and going to talk a little bit of it's kind of a unique amateur tour that he has, and I hope you chime in a little bit on that and ask some questions because I know I have a lot. I think he's looking at bringing something to San Antonio, which probably cover all of Austin and the Hill Country. So stick around to that. Hey, folks, listen, I got the question of the day. Should majors come with an asterisk without live players? I mean, think about that. If you're going to have a major, majors have always been the winners of the best and the best. And but if the live players ain't there, is there an asterisk? And that's a pretty good point someone made up, and I'm going to get Dave's opinion on it as well. And listen, go grab yourself a cold one and join us tonight, Golf After Hours. We'll be right back after the break. Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Hey, look who showed up, Dave Roberts. He's on big screen now. Welcome to the show, Gravy.
Hey, how are you tonight? Just another beautiful day in South Texas. Can't make up its mind what kind of weather we're having. But you know what? Them 40-mile-an-hour winds this morning blew the trash all over the place. I'm
Yeah, I'll
telling
tell you what, it makes for a chilly day to go play some golf. It's getting colder tonight, and I think we have some rain coming through. I talked to one of our marketing guys up there, Joe Valentino, who's part of the crew here.
you.
He said they're expecting snow in the DFW area today.
You mean
Later
other
tonight.
other than what's at Cowboy Stadium snow? Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a big snow
Well, no, that
there.
kind of snow. Yeah, I don't know how much they tote that snow anymore, but with all the testing that goes on nowadays, who the
I'm
hell?
not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Hey, Dave, I'm gonna get right to this, man, because it's catching a lot of airwaves, and you got your real good buddy,
My
Taylor
real good.
Gooch.
Yeah. Taylor who? Is that
Taylor,
the gooch that stole Christmas?
yeah, the Gooch that stole Christmas. Okay, hey, but he's getting catching a lot of ground. And I want to get to because I've read a bunch about it today. I wanted to give your feedback on it. And I think there's a point to be made. The majors. When they always do the majors, the opening is, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Masters, where the best in the world meet this weekend to play the Masters tournament, and they give out the best players in the world. Now that's coming up here shortly. It's not going to have the best players in the world. They're going to have the best players on the PGA Tour. And some of the folks, well, let me finish. Some of the folks that are exempt from winning are going to be there. Other than Neiman is going to be there as well. But, there's a lot of them that are not going to be there. And, so is it really the best in the world, or is it the best on tour right now?
I'm glad you asked that question. I figured you were going to
You're
ask that
welcome.
question.
You're welcome.
I'm going to feel like Stephen A. Smith. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay. No, the best in the world is playing in the Masters. It's an invitational only, and there is a live player that got one of the three exemptions. So that throws that asterisk right out the door. Because here's the deal: Taylor Gooch, who had his chances on the PGA Tour, all you had to do is win and then get into the Masters, and then do something while you're in the Masters or the U.S. Open or the PGA Championship or the Tournament Players Championship or the Open Championship, which he's failed to do any of that. So you wouldn't qualify him as the best. Now, you take a guy like Jon Rahm, you take a guy like Dustin Johnson, who are on the other side now, who are on the LIV Tour. Okay, yes, they're still best in the world. Now, they have won major championships. Now, if Taylor Gooch wants to play in the Masters, they do have U.S. Open section qualifying coming up pretty soon in May, and he can just hop on over with no money guaranteed, and he can try his way to get into the U.S. Open, which is an open qualifier. If he's that good, he'll do it. And then he can play into the U.S. Open, and if he wins the U.S. Open, guess what? He gets to go play in the Masters for about 5 years. But until then, just put the asterisk by this and put the asterisk by the NBA with the Spurs and all. You know what? Just shut up and go play golf, because here's the deal. You knew when you signed that deal that there were no world ranking points. You knew that you were not going to play in some of these events. You said you signed for the money and not to play in as many events. And all of a sudden, all 48 of these crybabies want to play in more events. And it's just getting sickening. Just shut up and go play your tour, right? And if you don't want, pay your money back to the Saudis. Maybe our gas prices will go down. And then come qualify to get back on the PGA Tour, and life is happy.
Well, now he's won 3 times on the LIV Tour, but you don't get any points,
Okay,
for
you're
any
playing
of
against
those.
48 people.
Yeah,
48
well,
people.
right. And again, he's still won tens of millions of dollars. I
Great.
think, and again, I don't know, has he become a little spoiled,
Yes.
since he had something? Because you are talking about Smith is going to be there, Phil Mickelson's going to be there, Dustin's going to be there, Rahm's going to be there. There is,
Sergio's going to be there.
yeah,
Guys who have won major championships are going to be there. Okay. What the thing is with all these LIV guys, and it's just it's cracking me up. It is cracking me up that they want the best of both worlds. Okay. You read the fine print when you got the big dollars. Okay. That's just all there is to it. Okay. You chose a life of luxury over grinding out. Okay. Just live with it. Okay. I'm tired of every day. Well, there's going to be an asterisk here. And who's the knucklehead the other day said, well, the world rankings are not the world rankings because, well, you don't even qualify. The LIV Tour plays only 3 rounds of golf. So it doesn't qualify for that type of thing. So put your stuff in. It's Greg Norman whining again. You know what? Blah, 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 blah. Matter of fact,
well, he's got it. Well, hold it.
Tomorrow morning, you can catch the LIV Tour on the CW network. Don't forget, it's coming on right after Happy Days in Laverne and Sherney.
Well, you make a pretty good point there, but they see, the deal is that there's going to be talk about the LIV Tour during the Masters only because Rahm's there, Dustin Johnson's there, and so Greg Norman has to be happy as hell.
And they're going to talk about the DP Tour too, and they're going to talk about Joaquin Newman, who was one of your talking points tonight. How did he get in? And he's on the LIV Tour, but he won some Latin America things that's more international, and that's how he kind of got the invite. Taylor, go win something else, okay? Just don't.
Well,
Dave,
that's what I was going to ask you too. I didn't know that if just because you play in the LIV Tour, I thought that was it. You can actually go play other tournaments. You can't play the PGA because you resigned.
Right. But here's how he got. As an amateur, Joaquin Newman won the Latin American Amateur Championship. You know who the underwriter of the Latin American Championship is? The PGA? Folks at the Masters.
Oh, okay.
So he gets in from there. Plus, he had a 4th place finish at the Hero Dubai Classic, right, last month, right? And he won in Australia some other event that was it wasn't a LIV event, right? Okay. So they invited him. Taylor, get off the couch. I mean, and it's so funny, Raj, all these guys, they keep talking. Are you hearing all the Americans cry about it? No, they're not. The big thing is they're going to offer Rory $300 billion to sign. No, look, folks, anybody who's played the Texas Open has never played the LIV Tour, okay, except Phil Mickelson. So that's already out the door because the Texas Open is better than any of the LIV events, okay?
Okay.
It's not going to happen, okay? So now they're reaching for stars for Hideki Matsuyama in 2022, 2023. He says no. They're pitching him hard. He is one of these guys to say the reason I didn't go then and probably won't go now is because I like my legacy and I've got something great going on Japan building the game of golf. If you look back at the LIV Tour, in the 2 years that these guys have done this, how have they grown the game, Ratchman? Unlike the PGA Tour, the Canadian Tour, the TP World Tour, and the Ladies Tour, how have they grown the game?
Well, I still think it's gotten a little bit more international. It doesn't hurt to have the LIV team out there. There's a lot of people that are just starting to follow, some of the things that they're doing. And, PGA didn't get off the ground quick. I can tell you that. It took them years and years to build up to what they're
right.
going to
So
do.
they can't have the home run while they're hitting singles. That you're going right into where my argument is with the LIV Tour. So go play your tour. And it just got announced, right, that the same sports faction that funds billions of dollars into the LIV Tour has just made an agreement with APT Tour of the tennis world to start whitewashing that circuit as well. So it's not about growing the game. It's about
it doesn't hurt. I'm just saying because it does not hurt. They have a whole different model, and we'll see if it catches on. See how much money the Saudis are going to want to spend before they go, geez, I don't know if we're getting anything out of this.
Right now, their motto is like that internet company that used to be there. What do we call it? Net zero? Net zero, baby. They have not made a dime. They are in the hole so big, but they've got money. So they're going to keep throwing at it. It's not a business model that is conducive to actually making a profit. And that's, so they can keep throwing the dollars and, it opens up spots for upcoming guys like the gentleman who won this last weekend, which was phenomenal.
Well, and again,
a great story.
And we're going to get to this later in the show. We're going to take a real quick break. And hey, folks, listen, we just got some news that Austin Hanna is not going to be here tonight. He's on baby watch.
Congratulations.
He's on baby watch. Hey, good luck to you and your spouse. Austin, I hope everything goes well. Keep us posted. Maybe we can get you here further down the line. Maybe get a baby picture or two in next time he gets to go. Well, we do have a guest that's going to be coming in here right after the break. So if you already haven't had yourself a cold one, boom, go out and grab yourself one. Dave and I'll be back here in.
I got the flash tonight, baby.
I got to go get me one. I came here with zero. I'll be back with one. Take a break, folks. We'll be right back.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the Hill Country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the Hill Country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman, Dave Roberts, along with me, and we have a special guest. We're going to get right to it. We have David Davis. He's the owner of Amateur Players Tour, Dallas-Fort Worth chapter, and he's here to talk to us a little bit. Never heard of it before, David. What the new tour is all about. And you know, I talked to you earlier in the week, and you've been doing this for a while in the Texas market, haven't you?
Yes, sir. I've been involved with running the tour for, this is the 4th year with this tour, and I ran another one for 13 years. So,
well, welcome to our show, man. I'm glad you could pull it off to come on and
guys.
talk about it. Okay,
I've always read your magazine, just never caught the podcast.
Well, Dynamite, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. Tell us a little bit about the tour, because, you know, last time when I talked to you during the week, and you said you've done tours before, what makes this a little different from the last tour you were with?
Our motto is by the players, for the players. So that's what we like to be able to do. We listen to the players more than the other tour did, I believe. We are part of a national tour. We have 42 cities across the country. We have another one here in Houston, one in Tulsa and Oklahoma City, which was closest for us, you know, the proximity markers. And in our national office, we put on majors. We actually have a major coming up this next weekend there at Horseshoe Bay. We have 19 chapters representatives going to be there for a 2-day tournament.
Well, yeah, you took the question out of my mouth. I was going to say, going national, do you have some type of championships? Do you have like points for like players of the year in the different divisions that you have? And what kind of divisions do you have?
And we have 5 divisions, you know, based on your handicap. And we do have point systems. We have, you know, the national majors across the country. And we have a national finals every year in September Our first final we had was in Pinehurst, which was a bucket list for everybody to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, I had to touch the grass just to make sure it was real because it looked so like carpet.
It's amazing, right? How they keep these things so pristine.
Oh man, it's awesome. And we had we played several of the courses, and they had a cut for the finals. All the guys made a cut, played number 2 on Sunday, and I missed the cut, unfortunately. But yeah.
All the admin duties get in the way. So I'm gonna just go throw it out there. I would take it that your national championship hasn't signed with the Live Tour yet. I mean, he's still with you guys.
Yeah.
Let's just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we're still not quite that big yet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. They're poaching everywhere. It's kind of like they're fishing.
I know. I mean, it's strange. I do the Colonial every year for my personal volunteer out there, and just see the guys that no longer be coming out there. It's strange.
Yeah. It's pretty. Hey, listen, what I think I found interesting about your setup is that it's done through handicapping and age as well. So you have different divisions. Am I right on that? When I went to your website, and I think I kind of seen that. Maybe you can explain that a little bit. I find it pretty interesting. It opens the doors to a lot of people.
Yes, sir. We have a national handicap committee, which consists of a couple of owners and a couple of players. They meet every week and send a report out on Wednesdays. I just got my report earlier today. But the 5 divisions we have, they're D1 through 5. Our seniors, 50 and over, or they can play. They play we can do a senior net and use their handicap for a different game. But if you're 60 and over, you're able to move up a set of tees in your division.
I guess we just turned 60.
I'm in.
Not
I
you,
love that
Rat,
kind of
but
stuff.
me.
It is. It makes it a little bit different than some of them that are out there. It kind of puts a little fun factor in for everybody.
Yeah, we've had some pretty good success with it. So we're looking, looking to keep on growing.
Well, one of our viewers tonight, Brian Turner, says you run one hell of a tour, and I know it's a handful being a golf professional doing this stuff for a living. So let's go price points. What does it cost? Is there an annual membership to be part of the tour? And then there are certain fees that go along, when you're playing in each event. Tell us how that structure works.
Well, there's a yearly membership due. It runs from the 1st of October till the end of the September for the Nationals. It's $125. And that gets you your yearly membership. You also get things back from our national partners with that. This year you're getting $300 worth of stuff back from them. And we also have the $200 level, which is for another. You get all that plus a little extra. That extra $75 goes to the Folds of Honor. We are really Folds of Honor is our national charity, and last year at our nationals we presented them a check for $100,000.
That's
awesome.
Wonderful, man. We're big on that. We're really huge. Davey is already served.
Yes.
And, anything that we can do for those guys is 100% plus good.
Yeah, it was kind of really exciting. I was standing next to the lady from their organization. As soon as we presented the check to them, she said, "Man, I got to text Dan right now," which is Dan, over the
Sure.
Well, I'm man, you're blowing up the internet right here. I got some guy named Joe Valentino, never know him. I know he just had a birthday. He's an old guy. He couldn't even remember he had a birthday. He's talking about that y'all going to have a tournament coming up at Rogers Ranch Wild Horse?
Yes, sir.
Or oh my God.
That's going to be our finals one-day tournament for this season at the end of August. Like I said, we have Horseshoe Bay coming up this next weekend. That's a national major. Another national major this year is going to be Stream Song, and then we do Paynes Valley in July.
Ooh.
So, and then our locally tour, we got Buffalo Creek, Southern Oaks, Terra Verde. Normally the Texas Rangers, but I didn't get them this year, but I will next year for sure. Tangle Ridge, Firewheel, places like that. So we try. Go ahead.
I tell you what, you play some top-notch golf courses for sure. I mean, when they pay their dues, those are some great places to go play.
Yes, sir. And all you have to do is pay your entry fee, and we have skins games and stuff like that also. But to be an amateur tour, we give out gift cards. we work closely with the USGA with the back what we can give out and everything. But all the skins games we can do cash, but that's an optional game. They allow us to do that.
Oh, nice.
And folks, that was Robertson Ranch, not Rogers Ranch. My bad. I haven't been out there, and I haven't been invited in a while. So, Joe Valentino's been a little stingy, living off the edge of what is it, number 6 or 7 over there. But we'll finally make our way up there. So you're talking about the entry fees and stuff like that. So for an average entry fee per an event is about what, including the cost of? Do they pay like a fee and then they pay whatever the golf course is, or it is all bundled together as in one fee?
It is all bundled together. The average is around $125. We do have some that's more expensive. We call them an elevated event. 2-day events are kind of hard for me to do because I work full time. So we're allowed to do an elevated event, which that means we charge a little bit more money, pay out double prize and double points.
Now, when they have to travel too, let me ask you: do you guys set up a kind of a deal with maybe a hotel somewhere that got some options where they can stay and travel and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. The Nationals, when they set up national tournaments, they will have work with the local hotels to try to get everybody decent rates. You're not required to travel, but like I said, there's 42 cities across the country, and there's got to be someplace you want to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah. So do you see the expansion maybe heading down here? With we got 2 million people in our general area and a plethora of golf courses from mom and pops up to the TPC and stuff. Do you see moving this way? Maybe a single event to kind of put that toe in the water and see if it's viable for something bigger down the road?
Yes, sir. Right now, I'm still working, but I'm planning on retiring here in the next year and a half. And I can see something happening, within that time frame.
Coming down this way, huh? Dave, as much as he can, Dave likes to use the word plethora. But it's a special show now.
Because you're discombobulated, I have to use plethora.
And then he uses discombobulated with.
You can tell I watch a Dallas Cowboys telecast, can't you? Because they use those words on there.
Yeah, they sure do. We've had tournaments. We've had majors down there at the TPC San Antonio. So
nice.
That'd be sweet.
So Horseshoe Bay is a major. When does that start?
It starts they're having a skins game this coming Friday, and then the weekend it'll be the first round starts on Saturday morning. I think the first tee time is 9:00, I think. Then again on Sunday.
Well, I think you got something really unique there, David. And, I can see this be, a big triangle between Houston, San Antonio, and the DFW. You've got enough courses in this area to have many, many events. And if someone's interested in joining up or signing, being part of this, where can they go to get more information?
You can go to amateurplayerstour.com and /Dallas to bring up our information, or amateurplayerstour.com, just, period. They can see all the chapters that'll in the country. Or they can personally email me at amateurplayers or at daviddavis@aptgolf.org.
Well, David, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with us. I think you got something really unique for Texas. And, you live in Texas, so there's a lot of growth. Here in this state, and Texas golf is going nuts, man. And good luck.
You said earlier about the courses down there. I've played a lot of courses in y'all's area, so I know what's down there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. If you can get a tee time, that's the biggest part. There's some people that open up their tee sheets 2 weeks in advance before you want to go play. So hey, David, keep us posted. You start stretching out toward Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. Any way we can help you out to get the word out, man, we'd be happy to get you back on and talk to you again.
I sure will. Appreciate you having me on.
You bet, man. Have a good rest of the weekend and good luck with your tour.
All right. Thank y'all, gentlemen.
Okay. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be, we got a whole lot of people chiming in tonight, so we're going to get to those folks as well. Don't go away. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back after the break.
At Edwin Watts Golf
Appreciate it,
Shops by Worldwide Golf, there's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the new Callaway AI Smoke Driver. The new AI design club has multiple sweet spots across the face, making it an average of 7 yards longer. Visit us at your local Edwin Watts Golf Shops or shop online at worldwidegolf.com. Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Welcome back, everybody. Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman, Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts is one of these chameleons. You start off the show with one way. Who knows how he's going to end up this show? Every so often he gets this gig. He must put 3 or 4 different pieces together. And then when he comes back, he's got something to do. Hey, before we start, folks, and again, Austin Hanna is not going to be with us tonight. Again, he's on baby watch. So he said he'd keep us posted. He never did tell me if it was a girl or a boy, but he's on edge. And so he's at the hospital right now. Hopefully we'll get him in there next couple of weeks, talk about what he's got going on. And we'll get to some of those. But hey, listen, 3rd annual Golf for Parks tournament is going to be starting Friday, April 5th. This is Dave and our second time that we've been there. We got a team all ready to go. There's an official entry form. It's Friday, April 5th. The shotgun start at 8:30. The format is a 4-person scramble. It's gross and net prizes closest to the pin. Breakfast and lunch included. Entry fee is $125 per amateur. And folks, you put yourself a team together. They still have openings for any kind of sponsorships that you want, whole sponsorships. And you can contact them at 830-221-4367. That's 830-221-4367. It's a blast. And if you haven't played Landa Park yet, it's one of the only communities that overseeded this year. It looks awesome. Catch it before spring, because then there's a big turnover from there. But it's the New Braunfels Parks Foundation. That's Friday, April 5th. I hope we get to see you there.
Well, you'll see us there, and not only will we represented, the Bev cart has Texas Golf Insider all over it. I wonder how that happened.
Cheers to that. Yes, Texas Golf Insider will be serving you beverages all
That's
morning with
right.
Bloody Marys, beer, and whatever you want to go drink.
Drink
Cheers to our
responsibly. That's right. Drink responsibly and play recklessly. That's the way we want.
I like that one, Dave.
Hold on. It's gummy time.
The gummy's kicking in. Here we go. Mr. Gummy. Hey,
Black
folks,
Ball
listen.
before the-
You know, even though Austin is not going to be here, Dave, you and I have been to both places. Phenomenal. Breakwater is his newest one he's got. He's in a partnership. It's Breakwater at Canyon Lake. If you get a chance, folks, check it out. Breakwater Cantina at Canyon Lake. It's very cool. Even though the lake is down, people are still boating. Got a huge deck. Got sports outside, cigar smoking. Got an inside bar on the deck, and they got another bar inside for people who want to eat indoors or outdoors. But come spring, you're going to want to eat outdoors. It got live music. As a matter of fact, the OMB band is maybe popping out when that happens. We hope everybody will come on out and have a cigar and a couple cocktails with us. And if you've not been to Devil Shots, that means you're not from New Braunfels or Central Texas, because it's the #1 sports bar in Central Texas. I've got 30 some odd TVs, got all the pour, and they have a hell of a pour. I can tell you this, they have a hell of a pour. Dave and I both have been there on many occasions. Well, probably many more.
Johnny out there to go out there with us.
Well, yeah, that's right. Our producer comes on out with his wife. The whole crew goes out to Double Shots, man.
See, and it's so funny over there, folks, at Double Shots, because they checked Johnny's ID to make sure that he was above age, and then they checked Ratchman's ID, and he's like, "Why are you checking my ID?" And they wanted to make sure he was eligible for a senior discount. See, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, and Dave just walks right through. Nobody checks him. They go,
hey, when you're the handsome half-breed, what can I say? I'm often imitated, never duplicated. Woo, baby, woo!
The handsome half-breed. Huh?
That's right. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, God, that's great. Hey, folks, check them out, man. Double Shots or Breakwater at Canyon Lake. Check them both out if you're coming. If you're new in the town or you're spending some time with us as a snowbird, check both of those places out. And while you're over by Double Shots, make sure if you're playing golf, put Land Park, then Double Shots, and you'll have yourself one hell of a day.
4.95 rating at Land Park. Wow.
That's pretty cool, ain't it? Hey, we got Janet McCormick who's watching us, and I believe she's watching us from Arizona. Mm-hmm. She's been a regular now, hasn't she, Dave?
Oh, yeah. She's liking the gummy stuff. It's the gummies.
We got Joe Valentino, Robert Guajardo. AJ's watching us. AJ's a big fan. Good to see AJ. I can't wait to go play golf with you when I come back from.
Yeah, you better get golf ready, baby, when you come back, because we will not cut you any slack on bad shots.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to, you may need me once in a while. I'm coming I haven't played with you guys in such a long time. Hey, Brian Turner is also joining us tonight. Thanks, Brian, for chiming on in. Let's see who else we got. Joe Valentino's kind of spunky tonight. He says, anything going on?
Timothy O'Brien, my half-brother Tim, all the way down from the valley. We're talking way down in the valley. We're talking he has several different meanings down there. So yeah, he's woo.
Joe wants me to get this out. Hey Johnny, did you have did I send you some information on Glen Rose? I sent you a text on that.
The home of the dinosaurs.
It's could you put that up there, man? Joe Valentino's giving me some crap here about that. Hey, isn't there something going on at Glen Rose? And if you tell me when you got that up, Johnny, and we can definitely get that out for Joe V. Hey, in the meantime, is anybody shocked that Anthony Kim is back, but he's coming back to the Live Tour? For all you folks that are watching that.
That's his only option. Okay. He
supposedly that's not true.
he has no standing on the PGA Tour. 12 years.
Nobody's got a medical exemption.
That's really okay. You got really no standing on the PGA Tour.
But he still gets to play.
Well,
yeah, that's it, buddy.
See, for the medical exemption,
All right.
here's what happens. You got a certain amount of events to play to make a certain amount of money. Okay. So it's really not a real good status to have. Okay. Because coming off an injury, what are the odds that you're going to come back fully, right? But he took a gazillion-dollar insurance policy out. If he ever got injured, could never play again. He had to not play for 10 years to collect the big moolah. He did. And we're talking millions of dollars. So really his only viable option, Ratchman, that's guaranteed money, okay?
Well, that's guaranteed. Yeah, right. If he comes down and they're paying, but if he comes back to the PGA Tour with his exemption, he's got to get at least earn $600,000 plus, to get back on the tour again. So I get that part. But he does have a medical exemption that he can get in to go play.
Not anymore, because he signed for the LIV Tour, so he's no longer going to have membership. See,
well, here's what's kind of funny, Dave. Because I think Jon Rahm if this is all comes to fruition, Jon Rahm is a lot smarter than a lot of people think he is. He's going to collect his $500 million, and there's a good chance he's going to be able to play back on the PGA Tour once they make a deal for him to come on back and they join forces, and he's going to have the best of both worlds. So he came out and talked about it. Johnny, you got that up yet? All right. Hey, listen, we're real quick break. This is a kind of a flash, a news break. We got Shenandoah is going to be playing here at let's see, where are they playing at, Joe? Maybe you can help me out. God darn it, I had it just up here. Squaw Valley. Actually going to be playing. I got this here in just a second. Let's see, Glen Rose. They're going to be playing out at Gritton. Matter of fact, it's going to be this next weekend coming up. It's going to be Shenandoah. It's a general admission, $25. I mean, you really can't. Shenandoah, you were a big fan of them, weren't you, David?
Yeah, they are the guys. If y'all don't know who they are, they sung 2 Dozen Roses, Sunday in the South, The Church on Cumberland Road, which is one of their most popular hits, and I Want to Be Loved Like That. And those were back in like late 80s and stuff like that. But, everything's coming back and around. So you want to catch them. I like the 2 Dozen Roses song.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, for $35 on the floor, you can't beat that. 25. Hey, folks, if you got nothing, first of all, Glen Rose, very cool place to stay. Great place to take your spouse or girlfriend. You go play 36 holes at Comanche and Squaw Valley. And then go to a concert, $35. You can go get them, man. Check it out. It's a beautiful town to go be into. So you won't be disappointed at all. I hope Joe Valentino's happy.
Hot dog sighting out there. Tom Watson loves to be out there. So
yeah, that's actually his course. So hey, go back to Jon Rahm. So is Jon Rahm a genius for thinking?
No, not really. He's going to take his money. He's done his thing. He's got generational wealth, but in his tournament, his first one, he came in fourth, a gazillion strokes back. So that's the greatest in the world. The guy is going to the Master, came in fourth in the the LIV Tour. And so you take a look at Cam Smith. He's done a couple of things. Dustin Johnson, Taylor Gooch, the guy who couldn't really do it too much on tour. That's your leading money guy, your player of the year. I mean, come on now. Well, what can I say? Phil Mickelson's cleaning up the toilets over there with Pat Perez. I mean, come on. This is.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying, Jon Rahm. I believe that this all works out the way Jon Rahm is going to have the best of 2 worlds. Several of those people are going to have the best of 2 worlds. The people who got and again, then they're going to have choices. Do they want to? They're going to be able to play on their LIV Tour, and then they can come on over to the PGA and play as well.
Only in the U.S. Open. Only in the U.S. Open and the majors. They're not going to – if remember correctly, 2 weeks ago, the group from the Boston Red Sox and all them, Patrick Cantley, the slowest guy on earth, had already mentioned, so did Rory, that there's enough money with the new investors that are here in this state that they don't need the Saudi money for the PGA Tour. So
now
yeah,
that's right.
That's gonna be
That could
exciting.
be pretty interesting. So we'll see how all that plays out. But I think the other investment group for the PGA Tour don't have the jack the Saudis have.
Well,
Not
the whole
even
thing behind the Live
close.
Tour, as we all get more money, play less. So go play less. Go play less. Have fun.
Well, that's it's a money game. That's
You know that
exactly
the
what
only
it is.
person who's been up front for the Live Tour, Harold Varner.
I think John Rahm has been straight
Nah,
up.
he kind of sketched around for a little while, talked out both sides of his face. Harold Varner said, look, I'm signing with the Live because this money that I get is going to go to some of my social and economic programs that I have for golf and for my neighborhood. And so you can respect a guy like that who's up front, not like all these whiny babies that are saying, I want to play less. And all of a sudden they cry because they can't play in all the good tournaments. Well, you got your 12 tournaments or 14, whatever, so go play in your less tournaments.
And you're a multimillionaire. If you're on that league, you've been born and raised a multimillionaire.
Maybe Elon Musk will start a tournament. We could call it the X Tour, like D-Generation X. Suck it.
Okay, so before we take this break, got to ask you a question, and you tell me if this is going to happen because I think this is probably going to happen. Does Hideki Matsuyama, does he go to the Live Tour? Does he go to the Live Tour?
No. Maybe in another year.
You don't think? Boy.
Not with what's going on in Japan, and he's growing the game with the kids. They're respecting him so much for what he's done. And, he already won one time this year too as well. So I don't really see it. But you know what? As long as they keep throwing names out there, throwing all these 200 millions and 300 million, it's kind of fun because people are talking about golf, which I'll give you a stat right quick. Ratch just came out from the National Golf Foundation, which we're going to have Ted Eleftherio next week on the show, and he's going to talk about it, that last year in 2022, there was only 41.5 million people who played golf on and off golf courses on and off. This last year, almost 46 million people picked up a stick in the continental U.S. playing golf.
Isn't that amazing?
It's growing.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. It
and
really
one of
is
the fastest growing sectors right now is the best TV, the ladies golf. Fastest growing sector right now in golf. And we need to see more of them on TV as well. Brooks Henderson and all those ladies. Lexi, sexy Lexi. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, listen, we need to see. Hey, it's nice to see more women on the golf course. That's all I'm saying.
And we're not talking in the Bev cart guys because we're not that way. But you know what? More lady golfers is what Ratchman's really trying to say. I think the gun is starting to kick in. But you know what? It is what it is. And
even
I'm
though
excited about it.
Even though Valor Creek knows how to hire car girls.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And so, and that's what I'm going to do this year, Ratch. I'm going to be going around the country, and so is Texas Golf Insider, our show. And we have a big push to, we unleashed a program for the Air Force Golf and the portfolio. It's called Get Golf Ready Ladies Only. And it's a special program for the ladies. Continue to grow the game because really who has the purse strings, right? You know who has the money. I mean, who's the CFO in your family? Okay, so and if they let us buy these pretty
ever
shirts.
so often we have corporate meetings at our house. There's no doubt, like everybody else does. Hey, who's going to bring the LPGA to us is Joe Valentino. He's really getting knee deep into this stuff, and hopefully he's going to be able to get us a couple interviews that we can pull off this year. I know Houston's having one, and so is the Colony. 2 LPGA tournaments in Texas. We got 5, 6, 7, 8 tournaments. That's amazing in Texas. I still can't believe there's not a Texas swing. Okay, so for $300 million, I say Matsuyama goes. And we'll see who's right on that. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap this thing up. We'll find out who Davey's got on the show next week. I'm on vacation. Don't go away. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the hill country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the hill country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back, everybody. Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here. Dave Roberts. Listen, I got to get this up before we close. Dogs on the Green, their 32nd annual is coming up. They're playing it at Valor Creek Golf Club March 7th. Dave and I will be there with AJ. And who else, Dave?
We're just going to say a very special person named Lewis who's caused me less stress in the last 5 months.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, I can't wait to meet him. I may have met him over here at North. Was he at Northcliffe? Did you meet him at Northcliffe?
You might have met him at Northcliffe, but let me tell you, Lewis is a great guy. Awesome dude.
Well, we got a foursome, and we're going to go play up there. Registration is at 10 a.m. Shotgun start at noon. God, that's perfect. I've just been coming back from Colorado. It's sponsored by Anders Pierce Realty. And folks, listen, you can still sign up for it. They still have some sponsorships that are available. It's men play from the blues, women play from the red tees. It's going to be a bulldog kind of day. And if you've never had a bulldog before, I'm sure Dave will be bringing them. But folks, check it out. We just posted some of the information on there. If you want to get a hold of the coach, though, too, Coach Tran, HC Tran, he's the head coach. Cell number is 210-887-2778, or you can call him just regular 830-372-8144. Dogs on the Green, March 7th out in Boston.
Oh, yeah. Hey, folks, we're going to have a great show next week. Mike is going to be out of pocket. My co-host next week, no stranger to the show. He is one of the playing members of the Alabama State University golf team, Ty Roberts. Oh, yeah, same last name. He's my kid. Yes, very proud of him because during the commercial break, we got a message from Alabama State that Ty has just won the National Society of Leadership and Success Award. And
that's huge.
That is huge for that. And what's kind of cool is, Johnny, are you showing the ball marker? He just got a new ball marker called What a Bogey. What a bogey should be. Just
that's pretty cool. I love it.
Oh, what a bogey ball marker. That's totally awesome. Also next week, we're going to have Ted Elthario, who is the player personnel director for the National Golf Foundation. He's going to talk about the state of the game. And then we're going to have a special guest from the Colony. We're going to be talking LPGA, just like I was talking about a while ago. We're going to have something about ladies on the show next week. So we're all around the country next week with the Mike and Dave Show. Golf.
Hey, folks, you want to tune into that too. Going to have way too much fun looking. And again, it's good to have your son in there. And congratulations to your son, man. Even here in high school, man, scholastically, he is off the charts good. Brilliant kid. He's going to have a shot on the tour. You got your fingers crossed. It's a tough game out there. And good luck with that, Dave.
Oh, thanks. It's going to be fun ride. And we're going to go. As a matter of fact, his team is playing at the TPC at Sawgrass in May, the second week in May. And we're going to be broadcasting live from the TPC at Sawgrass that week.
Yeah, we got a lot going on in 2024, Dave. Taking Golf After Hours on the road.
We're going to have to get our guitars and start singing on the road again.
I can do that anytime. I don't think this crew that watches us weekly are going to be liquored up enough to hear us, or at least to listen to us. Hey, folks, that's going to wrap it for Dave and I, man. I want to thank everybody for always chiming in. David Davis, I want to thank him for coming on in. Austin Hanna, good luck. I hope we hear good news from you real soon. And again, we'll catch up with you in a couple weeks and get you back on the show. And folks, I want to thank everybody for chiming in every week through the show, all the comments tonight and throughout the whole week. And, as long as you keep doing that, because Dave and I, this is our favorite hour, we'll keep doing what we're doing every week. Just going into our 18th year with Davey Gravy. Yeah, it's been a great ride, and I tell you what, we still got enough juice to keep on going. Neither one of us seem to be slowing down at all. So like I say, as long as you guys keep doing this, Dave and I'll be back every week. It's flash time. I want to thank Johnny G, Big Dog Johnny G, and Dave Roberts, always every week for doing what they do. And folks, listen, Dave and I will be back, minus me, next weekend. Until then, rain or shine,
book your tee time, and Ty is not going to the Live Tour.
Here's to you. Have a great rest of the week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay and play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.